The river is called the Rubicon. No Roman commander is permitted to bring his army across it. To do so is treason, is war, is the end of the Republic as it has existed. Caesar stands on the northern bank with his army, and he understands exactly what he is about to do. He is not deceived about it. He is not confused. He looks at the river and he makes his choice. He says, according to those who were there, the die is cast, and he crosses. What follows is one of the most extraordinary military and political campaigns in history. Pompey and the Senate flee Rome. They do not even attempt to defend it. Pompey retreats to Greece. Caesar sweeps through Italy in weeks, securing the support of town after town, treating his enemies with a clemency, a deliberate, calculated mercy that confounds everyone who expects Roman civil war to look like Sulla's massacres. He does not kill his enemies. He pardons them. He lets them go. He tells them to go home, go free, think about what they owe him. It is a political masterstroke, and it is genuine. Caesar genuinely believes that clemency is both right and smart. He pursues Pompey to Greece. At the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC, Caesar's smaller army defeats Pompey's larger one in a battle that lasts a single afternoon. Pompey flees to Egypt and is murdered on the beach by Egyptian courtiers who think killing Rome's enemy will please Rome's new master. When Caesar arrives in Egypt and is presented with Pompey's head, he weeps. This was his son-in-law once. This was his friend. This is not what he wanted. In Egypt, Caesar meets Cleopatra. She is 21 years old. She is smuggled into his presence, rolled inside a carpet or a sack of laundry. The sources disagree on the details, but agree on the fact. She is the last ruler of a 300-year-old dynasty, fighting her own brother for the throne of Egypt. Caesar supports her. Whether it is politics or love or both, no one can say with certainty. It is probably both. They have a son. Caesar leaves Egypt and spends 2 more years fighting wars across the Mediterranean world. He defeats the last of Pompey's supporters. He returns to Rome, and the Senate, having no choice, begins piling honors on him that no Roman has ever held before. Dictator, not for 6 months as Roman tradition allowed in emergencies, but for 10 years, then for life, his face on coins, the month of July named after him. A new calendar, the Julian calendar, the basis of the calendar still used across most of the world today, bearing his name and his calculations. Statues in temples, divine honors that blur the line between man and God. And through all of it, Caesar seems to be moving towards something. Something the Senate can see coming. Something that fills them with a dread they cannot quite name but cannot dismiss. He is not governing like a consul or even a dictator. He is governing like a king. He has not taken the title. Rome's hatred of kings runs too deep, and Caesar is too smart to make that mistake openly. But he is wearing the purple. He is sitting on the golden throne. He is receiving foreign dignitaries as a monarch receives them, seated while they stand. And the question that hangs over the forum, over the Senate House, over every dinner party in Rome is, what comes next? The men who answer that question are not his enemies. They are his friends. Brutus, a man Caesar loved, whose mother Caesar had loved, whom Caesar had personally pardoned after Pharsalus and appointed to high office. Cassius, brilliant, cold, deeply principled, genuinely afraid of what Caesar represents. And 60 others, senators, men who have served under Caesar, eaten at his table, owed their careers to his patronage. They call themselves the liberators. They believe, some of them the principled ones, that they are saving the Republic. That Rome cannot be Rome with one man at its center. That the idea of Rome, the thing that makes Rome Rome, is precisely that no one man rules. They are not wrong about the idea. They are wrong about almost everything else. On March 15th, 44 BC, the Ides of March, Julius Caesar is assassinated in the theater of Pompey at the base of a statue of Pompey himself. He is stabbed 23 times by 23 men, each of whom had agreed to strike a blow to share the guilt equally. He is 60 years old. He falls at the base of Pompey's statue. Whether it is coincidence or fate or something the Romans would have called the will of the gods, no one can say. He is gone. And what follows his death, what the liberators do not understand, cannot understand, because they are too in love with an idea that has already died, is the true measure of what Caesar was. His will is read publicly. He has left money to every citizen of Rome. He has left his gardens to the Roman people as a public park. The people of Rome, who loved him, who have been trying to make him king for years, who will name their sons Caesar for 2,000 years, the people of Rome go insane with grief and rage. They burn the Senate house, they hunt the assassins through the streets, Brutus and Cassius flee, and a 19-year-old boy from a small town in northern Italy, Caesar's adopted son and heir, arrives in Rome to claim his inheritance. His name is Octavian. History will know him as Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. The thing Caesar's death was supposed to prevent, the thing Caesar's life made inevitable. 2,000 years later, we still call powerful rulers Caesar, Tsar, Kaiser. Both words, the same word in different languages, both descend directly from the name of one man born in Rome in 100 BC. The month of July still carries his name. The calendar he reformed still governs the world. The military tactics he invented are still studied. The prose he wrote is still read. And the question his life raises, can one extraordinary person be allowed to stand above the rules that govern everyone else, even if the rules are broken, even if the system is failing, even if they are genuinely trying to make things better? That question has never been answered. It will probably never be answered, because it is the question at the heart of every civilization that has ever existed. His name you already know. What you may not have known until now is the full weight of what that name means. Subscribe to MagicHist. Like this video. Turn on notifications, because next week, the Republic is dead. Augustus Caesar builds something new from the wreckage, and the Roman Empire, the thing Caesar died trying to create, or trying not to create, depending on who you ask, begins. Trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next.